Hi, John Dwyer here, and I'm here for module number 7 of this, which is the ultimate marketing system. At least that's what we say it is. It's the WOW Manifesto Client Attraction Program. So thanks for joining me for module 7. Hopefully you've found a lot of benefit in the first 6 modules. I don't think anyone could complain that this program is not content rich. I think if you've hung in there with us for the first 6 modules, you can see that we're pretty full on about making sure we give you lots and lots of content, not just in the video tutorials, which I'm doing like this, but also in the downloadable written blueprints. Because the great thing with that blueprint is that it follows pretty much the mantra that I talk about in the videos, except without my hands waving. I must be Italian descent. I'm not, I'm Irish Catholic, but I don't know what the whole hand thing is. But it sort of follows that mantra, but provides you with a whole host of more case studies that you can swipe and use for your business. So please make sure you download the blueprints for each one of these modules. Okay, so let me just go through what number 7 is all about. Module number 7, it's all about video testimonials and how you can get good ones and then how you should be using them. Lots and lots of skepticism is around testimonials, but particularly written testimonials. And the reason is because a lot of people just believe that you wrote them about your products or services and put Bill and Betty's name at the bottom of it. And I dare say that that's probably happened over the years many times. And so therefore, if you did some heat mapping on your website, I bet you would find that very few people ever click on your menu bar that says testimonials. I don't think you'll find much traffic goes to that page at all, because if it's written testimonials, I think you'd find that skepticism is quite high. People just think, oh look, I'm not going to read that because they've had their sister-in-law or brother-in-law, or they've written it themselves and then just put names at the bottom of it. However, video testimonials are an entirely different thing. With video testimonials, not only are they reportedly 10 times more valuable than a written testimonial, and that's from a whole bunch of gurus around the world who have studied this, but also they're just more believable. I mean, if you have someone on video talking about your products or your services, it's much more believable than if they were, sort of communicated via just a paragraph or two. Why? Because they can wave their hands, you've got the inflection in the voice up and down like I'm doing right now, you can see them smile, they might even be holding the product, for goodness sake. Just stuff that you just can't get that theatre and that drama that if you were to do written testimony, it's chalk and cheese. So, I don't dispute, I haven't done any research myself in terms of, measuring the difference between a video testimonial and a written one, but I have Googled a hell of a lot of, people who have, and the consensus seems to be that video testimonials are about 10 times more powerful in terms of their persuasion than a written testimonial. Now, the best time to get a testimonial is when the client has just enjoyed the experience of you providing them with a benefit or maybe a solution to their problem. And I know you're sitting there, as you might be taking the odd note, going, well, JD, what do you mean by that? What I mean by that is, for example, let me see. I'm a lawnmower. I know I've brought up a lawnmower a couple of times in other modules, but it's an easy one. I'm a lawn mowing guy, and I've just finished mowing your lawns. And you know how when you have mowed the lawn, or you've had someone who has mowed your lawn, that smell, that aroma that comes from freshly cut grass, you just can't beat that, can you? It's almost as good as the smell of freshly brewed coffee, which will show you how sad my life is. I don't think it's as good as freshly brewed coffee. But anyway, you know what I mean. There's that nice smell when you've mowed your lawn. That's the time that as a lawnmower guy, you would grab your iPhone and walk up to Mrs. Smith and you would say to her, Mrs. Smith, what do you think about my lawn mowing service? And that's when you want her to take you through basically a comparative explanation detailing the benefits of using you versus a similar option that they might have tried elsewhere. Now, when you go to the written blueprint for this particular module, you'll see I've given you all the questions that you need your clients to answer in a video testimonial. So I won't go through all of those right here because I might bore you, but essentially what you want is not just a testimonial. So, oh look, I think Fred's lawn mowing service is wonderful and Fred's just a nice guy and I'd recommend him to anyone. You don't want that. You want someone that's going to follow the system that you'll see in our blueprint, whereby they do actually enjoy a tremendous transformation from your product or service compared to perhaps what they had experienced with the competitors. So if it was the lawn mowing guy, Mrs. Smith would look at that iPhone, and when Jim or Fred, whatever that lawn mowing guy's name was, is holding up his iPhone, she would be there going, oh, look, he was, look, Jim's lawn mowing, I won't say Jim, Fred's lawn mowing service. It's just wonderful. And you know what? He's been mowing my lawn now for the last 3 months. And before he came along and did it, I've got to tell you, I had a number of bad experiences with other lawn mowing so-called experts. They weren't experts because guess what? Not only was my lawn completely hacked up because some was mown to that level, others mown to this. They never did the whippersnippering of the edges. They left some of the debris here from branches that that fallen off, some of the stuff that they were doing when they were buzzing whatever that is, the buzz saw of my garden. You can see I know a lot about lawn mowing, and it was just awful. It was just a really awful experience time and time again. Someone recommended that I should get Fred. And so Fred has come out, and I've had him for the last few months. It is just a transformation. My lawn looks fantastic now. The customer service from Fred is unreal. He rings me an hour before he's coming so that I know that he's coming and I don't get freaked out with the lawnmower noise. He always knocks on the door before he leaves to give me the invoice. No, to just bid farewell and tell me what date he's coming, next week or next fortnight, and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying. So therefore, she's telling a story about what life was like before Fred, in terms of her lawn mowing needs, versus what life's like now with Fred. And that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that when you're getting video testimonials, you do get people to talk about how you, or your service, or your product has transformed the experiences that they had previously with your competitors. What you want to do then, of course, is feature your best video testimonials on your website. It's no good capturing them and then just leaving them sitting on your iPhone or maybe on your hard drive. You want to make sure that you grab the gold, the ones that are gold, and feature, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of them on the homepage of your website. And you're now saying to me, JD, the homepage of your website, wouldn't they go on the testimonial page of your website? No, they wouldn't. I mean, the almost good ones would go there, but the really brilliant Academy Award-winning ones, 2 or 3 or 4 of them, would be featured on your homepage. Remember when we went through the homepage design on one of our other modules, I was saying that somewhere on that homepage you would feature video testimonials. Lost my voice. Video testimonials. And it would be your best 2 or 3 or 4 video testimonials that the people that really raved about you and were quite dramatic in the way that they explained your products or services. When it's all said and done, marketing generally means that you have to make an investment. You have to make an investment in pay-per-click advertising, or you have to make an investment in letterbox brochures or direct mail or TV or radio, newspapers, magazines, whatever it may be. Wouldn't it be nice not to have to make an investment and just get free publicity? Well, guess what? There are easy ways to do that if you know how. And I think in Australia, I've probably been able to generate free publicity for my products or services pretty easily over the last 2 or 3 decades because I've got a system. I know what turns journalists or marketing departments on with TV stations, radio stations, newspapers, magazines, online publications. I've got a knack for being able to get them to promote my story. So I'm going to show you what that's all about in the next module, so please make sure you don't miss that. That's how to get free publicity. And in the meantime, make sure you download the blueprint for this module so that you can do this. Flick pages. I think you do that. You lick your thumb when you do that, don't you? So you can flick the pages if you print it, of course. You can't do that if you just download it. And just really check out the whole testimonial thing, particularly the video testimonial thing. Look forward to seeing you in the next module.